And we are on. Welcome back to the Unpopular Playground. We are into our third series on taking accountability so that we can be responsible people. That is our theme for this month for September and to our new season 4 with The Great Escape. I'm Jenn Lin and this is Debbie. Say hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
And we are going to be focusing on the blame game, that we don't want to be a part of that. We want to be accountable for everything that we do so that we can be responsible people. But the blame game seems to get in the way of this. And Debbie, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. This also goes along with accountability and responsibility. It's so easy to put the blame on other people, not only people, but things, the weather. It takes a lot of different shapes and forms. It goes along with not taking accountability into your own hands. It was really of my doing. So let's see, who or what can I blame for what happened? We need to stop this. It's not your mother's fault that your alarm didn't go off. And so therefore you got up late and you just could not make it into work or make it to school. That's no. You're old enough to have an alarm clock, then you're old enough to set it. Your mother shouldn't be waking you up. Those are elementary students. Oh, I need to see the doctor. Mom, why didn't you make the appointment? Well, why didn't you? Oh, so now, oh, I've got this. Oh, because my mother didn't make my doctor's appointment. No, it's because you want everybody to do everything for you. This is your responsibility. Don't blame everything on your mom. It just seems to be the norm now for kids to blame everything on somebody. And it's like, that's not the way the world goes, kiddos. You need to, you have a car payment due and you don't make the payment. And then when you get that letter in the mail that you haven't made the payment and you have so many days and then they're going to come and repossess your car, then you go to mom and mom's like, well, you knew when you bought the car, you had to make payments on time. And it's like, oh, I'm going to lose my car because my mother won't make my car payment. You bought the car, you signed the papers, you forgot, so you're going to lose your car. These are all blames that are only caused by you. And eventually, this is how you're going to learn. Unfortunately, it's a hard knock life. And you only go through a few of these before you realize, hey, I need to start taking care of my own problems, my own business, and make sure that I am in charge of my life. Everybody wants to blame somebody else. Working as a nurse, I have seen blame put on the wrong people all the time. Everybody in this world is sue happy. So it was like, oh, this happened, that happened. Oh, I'm going to sue. Well, when you go to sue, that person, whatever you said, never happened or never was in the room. So, you know, sorry,
Good luck
lost
with
that.
that.
Instead of worrying about blaming everybody for things that occur in your life, back and look at like, okay, did I have anything to do with this? Could I have prevented this? And maybe think, oh, maybe it was partially my fault. And how can I prevent this in the future? And then I think that would help a lot with the blaming because the first thing people do when something happens, you want to blame somebody. And it's like, that's so easy to do because it's easier than taking a hard look inside of yourself and saying, oh, it really was my fault. This lady and this guy, I mean, she pulled dead and then and for whatever reason, he just flew off the handle at her and she was not in the wrong. And he got out and I was like, oh crap, I better hurry up into the store because there could be a shootout in the parking lot here. It was really bad. And she just stayed in her car and the windows rolled up in that. And after a few minutes, other gentlemen got around the car, and all this guy kept saying was, "You did, you did, you did." Well, he was there too, and it had something to do with pulling it. Now they both had parking spots, and I mean, they came in right behind me, and I didn't see anything that warranted, this big to do. But he was just, I mean, down her, banging on her car and that, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is ridiculous. But it's just like, this is ridiculous. You know, why you can't talk things out right away? You're going to start blaming somebody and then wanting to call the cops. Like, come on, people.
Yeah, that's insane.
Just,
Well, I know I had something happen at the gas station about a week ago. I had my water, I was getting my gas, and I had poured my water into my cup and set it down. I forgot to put the lid on it. So it was one of those big sparkling water bottles. So I was like, oh, that'd be kind of clumsy to do it. So I'll just do it right before I get gas. And as soon as I put the thing back on the gas thing, spilled my whole cup over. Now I could have gone in and blamed, hey, the gas thing spilled my water over. Do I get a free water?
yeah,
No, that was my fault because I put the cup I wasn't paying attention, and I left the cup there in a spot where it could have done that. So I could have gone in and complained about it and
your
blamed
fault.
the thing, but it was my fault for leaving the cup there. And what I learned is I went in and bought a new one, and I said, well, I learned not to keep the cups right by the hose or to possibly knock it over, or I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to remember to put the lid on it. So I'm going to be more aware next time. So I learned a lesson out of it
Right,
instead of blaming. It's like, what can I learn from it? I mean, it was perfect what you said. Just like, okay, what was my part in it? On what went wrong? And how can I make it better? It might not all be my fault. It probably could have been a group thing, but we can always learn something about, okay, is there anything of what I can improve on of what I did wrong so that I can lessen that from happening again? So stupidity is actions repeated twice without thinking about it, as long
well,
as
it's
we're learning from it.
people that, oh, I didn't pay my utility bill, or oh, I didn't pay my car payment. And okay, so you get the next bill, and it shows that, okay, you have this much due. And you're like, okay, but I still don't have the money to pay this. So I'll just wait and see if they send a third or a fourth one. Then the next thing you know, you go out and the car's not in the driveway, and you have no lights, and you have no gas, and the water shut off. And then it's like, well, I don't know why they didn't even call me to say, to offer me, like, okay, would you want to make payments? And it's like, whoa, it's not their fault. They let you go for how many months without payment? It's your responsibility to call them and say, hey, I know that, I've missed payments, and, I'm just in hard times right now. Is there something we can work out? Can we do so much a month until things get a little better here? And
Exactly.
well, I'm in good faith in that, instead of standing there and blaming, oh, it's a utility fault, it's the car's dealer's fault. I mean, it's like, no, it's
And
not.
they will work with you.
It's
They
your
always will work
fault.
with you. They want
Your
their money.
fault. It's your fault that you never made any attempt to reach out to them and let them know that this is happening. And I'm really embarrassed, and I really feel bad, and I want to try and do something to show that I'm in good faith in that. But no, right away it's, oh, their fault. Those damn people. Blah blah blah.
I think if we began with what did I do? And
Right.
having I statements, and then you want to say, you never, you did this if you're talking with somebody else. You always do this, you never do this, and all that kind of stuff. That's going to put people on the defensive right away.
Oh
Is
yeah.
saying, this is what I did. How can we solve this problem? How can we move forward? You can get problems solved a lot faster than blaming circumstances,
Like,
coming up with excuses. A lot of times, if you just take accountability for it, you can get over it and have solutions much faster than just doing it and fixing the problem yourself, trying to see what you can do to fix it and getting other people to support you and help you with that. I know I took a little bit of notes, Debbie, and it said basically blaming is harmful. because it stifles problem solving, it creates toxic environments, and it erodes trust in institutions and relationships. And we had talked about that the last two episodes as well, with that. And it's definitely not being a responsible person. You will never be seen as a responsible person if blaming and having excuses, which I think are interchangeable. I think just having excuses for everything, even though you might not be blaming somebody directly, it's still part of the blame game.
Right.
Would you say that?
Oh, I agree. And I'll give you one perfect example. Now, I buy concert tickets. I live here in Laughlin and I buy concert tickets all the time for tribute bands. And I had bought a concert ticket for myself for this past Sunday. And then I bought two concert tickets for this coming Sunday for me and my girlfriend. And so I get all excited because the one I went to this past Sunday was for Vegas McGraw. And I heard this was great. And I missed it last year because I was on a cruise. So I get excited. I'm all dressed up and everything. I go there and the guy goes, "This ticket was for last night." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, this ticket, it says," I go, "No, how can that be?" I go, "I don't understand." I go, "I bought these tickets at the same time that I bought my Led Zeppelin ticket." And I go, "Seriously?" I go, "Oh my God, I don't know what happened." I said, "I never buy tickets for Saturday night because I have an ongoing commitment on Saturday nights. We always do our concerts on Sunday." I'm like, "Oh my God." So I go, "What can I do?" And he goes, "Well, you can go up to the window and see what they can do." So I went up to the ticket window and I'm telling her, and I'm like heartbroken. I got tears in my eyes. I explained the whole thing to her and she goes, "Okay, well, let me go talk to my manager." And the manager was the one who told me that the ticket was for last night. So I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." It's like I missed it last year because I was on a cruise. And now this year I bought three tickets for two concerts a week apart.
Yeah.
And the other two are for Sunday night. I had told them Sunday night because I can't do Saturday nights. I go, "Oh my God, I'm so upset." So she goes, "All right, let me go talk to my manager and see what he can do." So she walks over, and that's when I realized the guy she's talking to is the guy who took the ticket and said it was
Oh,
for
no.
tomorrow night or last night. She comes back and she goes, "Do you have ID?" I go, "Yeah." So she goes, "Can I see your ID?" So I showed her my ID. So she says, "Okay." He said that I can give you a seat for tonight. I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." But now, if I had gone in there and started being, "Well, I don't know what the hell happened because, I did this and you guys screwed it up and gave me the wrong ticket, blah, blah, blah," I would have been out of my ass.
You
So
were nice about it too. It's like you took accountability. It's like, oh, I must have overlooked it, but can we do something about it?
And I thought, I go, they must have made a mistake because I know the two that for Led Zeppelin are this coming Sunday, and and the ones that I did for the weekend before was on Sunday. I go, and I know I would never do a Saturday because I have commitments on Saturday. And she was like, "Okay." So she goes, "Let me see your ID." So she took my ID. And I guess the reason why is they didn't want me to possibly be going in on a ticket that somebody bought for last night and couldn't use. So,
Yeah.
so they were, and then she brought the ticket over to
Well,
him.
again, because people lie,
Right. So
people
she
try to
brought
scam.
over to him and he was like, "Okay." And she says, "Okay, I can give you a seat." And I was able to get front row,
Wow.
and I said,
Nice.
"Oh my God, thank you so much." I go, I was going to just sit down on the floor and cry. I mean, seriously, I'm
Yeah.
so upset. And she goes, "Well, just make sure when you go up and hand in your ticket, just tell him thank you." I said, "Oh my God." I go, "If it wasn't against the rules, I'd kiss him on the cheek." So she was laughing. When I got up there, I said, "Thank you so much." I go, "Oh my God, I've been waiting for this for like a month." So he says,
Yeah.
"Yeah, now see there, if I had started off with a pissy attitude of like, well, that's not my fault. You guys made the mistake." It would have been right away. They would have just been pissed off and they wouldn't have even thought about anything to try and help me. But
You
because,
get a lot further with sugar than
yeah,
you do vinegar. That's for sure.
So
Yeah. So
that's one way of saying, yeah, it's like I didn't blame them. I just was like, I don't know if they misunderstood me, but I don't know how. I always buy Sunday tickets.
and
I don't,
sometimes other people fail on you.
I
How
didn't
can we solve this problem? My frustration isn't with you. I always preface it with that. Like, the situation happened. I've done everything that I could. I've done my part, but somewhere somebody in your company dropped the ball.
oh, I
Uh,
didn't even go that
and
far. No,
and
I didn't
no,
even
no,
go that
no,
that
I'm
far.
talking about, like, with other things, like you get a double charge where
Yeah.
it is their fault and they're having excuses with you. But, there's ways to go about it to help problem solve with them
Yeah.
that,
But
somebody in your company dropped the ball.
yeah.
I don't think it's fair to me to have to pay a double bill.
Right.
How can we solve this problem?
Approached it in a way that
Nice.
accusing anybody. I was just like, I wouldn't have even thought to look at the ticket because, well, they're all Sundays. And I got a drawer full of envelopes of all Sundays and how this one snuck in there. So they were really nice. But I'm just saying that's part of, if
Yeah,
I went in there blaming them, I wouldn't have gotten the results that I got. So,
exactly. So that's another angle of that
yeah,
blame game when you're trying to get a problem solved, even though it might not be your fault and
don't
they
point.
did drop the ball or they made a mistake. Having a good attitude about it, you're going to get a lot further.
I knew
Yes.
exactly what they were thinking when she asked for my ID. Because I guess he had told her, see her ID because your name is on the ticket. They
Yeah.
probably thinking that maybe somebody bought this ticket for last night
You
and they
couldn't
didn't
use it.
use and they gave it to me, which that you can't do. But
Right.
on my license and on the ticket. So it was like, but yeah, that's where it's like, but my thing is just, never go in pointing the finger and saying you or whatever else.
You. Leave that, take you out of your vocabulary
So
when you're
he's
trying to solve
me
problems.
exactly.
You never go wrong when you accuse yourself first of
Yep,
something. You can find at least one thing of what you've done and bring that forth. And when
yep,
people see that, they're going to be forgiving. They're going to want to help you. But
yeah.
yeah, so that's what my final thought would be. Any final thoughts, Debbie, on that?
No, not at all.
Great points. So we will see you in our final episode for September and the next episode, which will be a wrap up with what does it look like in the four places, a little review, and then we'll be on to our next theme topic for October after that.
Woo,
Time is going by fast.
I know
Um,
it's already Labor Day.
yeah, I can't believe it's already September.
Yeah.
And don't mention the C word yet. I don't want to hear jingle bells yet. I'm not
Oh,
ready
God.
for that. Retail just drives me nuts. That's why I try not to go out very much because I want to enjoy the holidays in the season.
Yeah.
Not ahead of time, not 3 months, 3, 4 months
Oh,
ahead of time. That's a whole nother animal. All
yeah.
right. Well, we will see you in the next episode. Stay curious. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.